I think what we heard over the past 1 hour, if we could just do a quick summary of that, it is that just like Kumbh is a place where a lot of people from around the world come to take a holy dip, I think what Nasik has created over the past 2 to 3 years is really a Kumbh for innovation. And I think it is because of tremendous effort, as you have seen, in one, encouraging the entire city to participate. Second is leveraging of emerging technologies and partners like MIT, and the knowledge that many other corporations have. So it's really a Kumbh that has been created, and all of you as innovators who are here, I think have a great opportunity to take a dip into this Kumbh and really, make a new beginning for yourself. So what I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes or so, or 10 minutes, is about how we are going to do this, and why is it important, and what does it mean to all of you. I will then walk you all through a genesis of this whole week and how it's going to get played out, and give you an essence of the flow. Keep in mind that this flow could change depending on your feedback that comes and says, here are some new ideas, here are some new ways of doing things, and we will adjust it accordingly. So, having seen that a Kumbh has been created here, what we're doing to create a sustainable model for innovation, where we are not working towards a milestone of like a Kumbh Mela to be successful, but we contribute to enhancing lives in the city. And if we see the characteristic of this city, it is a vibrant city, and it's in many ways typical of a tier 2, tier 3 cities in India. So I think for all of you who are innovators, eager to start doing something new, this is a perfect starting point. It helps you launch yourself from being an ideator to eventually potentially becoming an entrepreneur. So the sustained innovation platform that we are creating is one of physical center, which is right here in Nasik. And we have chosen the center to be in the heart of the city, because if the focus is social innovation, we have to be close to people. We have to be close to the hospitals. We have to be close to the schools. We have to be close to the administration. So the center is right here in the heart of the city, and it's going to be the place where many of you are going to really innovate the kind of things Dr. Raskar just said. What we work on, I think, is a convergence of two things. One is from the voice of the citizen, the voice of the administration, what is really important for Nasik, and which is, as I said, a characteristic of a typical tier 2, tier 3 city. The other is some of the complete out-of-the-box reimagination thinking that you heard from Dr. Raskar, and there will be other like TCS, Facebook, whose research organization would have opportunities that are relevant for social innovation, right? So it is all about both of this coming together, and that giving us the opportunity to work on real challenging problems that can impact lives of a common person. So that's our objective, right? And just to give you a quick glimpse of how overall this innovation center model will work is, as you might have seen on the website, there are a number of challenges that have been identified. You have shown preferences on which challenges you would like to work on. There will be some new ones that you are going to hear during the course of the day today. So you're going to start off looking at those challenges, right? As part of this week's program, you are actually going to participate in refining those challenges. So which means you are going to take the first dip into the pool and see it for your eyes, observe, think, collaborate with your colleagues, and possibly come up with something totally different, or you enhance the challenge that is laid out. So you immerse yourself and you are very much part of refining those challenges or defining those challenges. You also would have an opportunity to start thinking with the mentors, and the mentors that we have here are from MIT, from TCS, from Facebook, and from administration. So we've identified mentors who bring subject matter expertise, mentors who bring how the city functions and what are some of the things that are here in terms of process, policies, etc. And the third is about technology. So there will be 3 types of mentors that will work with you to then start thinking about the solution that will make relevance to solving those challenges, right? And I think at the end of this 1 week, you all are going to present what those refined challenges look like and what are the solutions that you have come up with as 1.0, right? And with that 1.0 version, you then make an entry into the Innovation Center where you will actually work for 6 months to create a prototype. And that prototype would have then the opportunity to be scaled up further. And we hope that in about a year's time, we are able to give concrete solutions to the people of Nasik. And through that, you are validating and you are taking your first baby step towards starting your own venture. So it's a journey that helps you, and as I said, you have the perfect boom to be part of. So with this as the overall objective, right, and what I just described is not a one-time. And I really like Dr. Sachin Pachurkar saying that this is going to live through the next boom, and we really hope that it goes even beyond many such booms. So it's a sustained journey. These innovation cycles happen at regular intervals through the years and years after year. So how is this week going to flow? If this is the overall plan, this is how we are translating the vision and some of the thinking that we just heard a little while back. I described how we are going to do it, and now let's just look at what this 1 week looks like. Did we close the sidebar? No? Okay. Great. I think some of you would have seen the agenda, but let me just walk you through so that we know the essence behind arriving at this flow. So we are starting today at the plenary sessions, and that basically gives us an opportunity to to hear different voices and basically understand what's behind this whole initiative, right? In the afternoon, we start with a session on human-centric design. And we are fortunate to have faculty from the National Institute of Design with us who are going to actually help us define how human-centric design is relevant to what we are doing. Because if you are really building things which are relevant for the citizens, it's extremely important that we bring design and embed it right through the entire process of innovation. So human-centric design is a key aspect, and we're going to touch upon that. You then break out in groups, and that gives you a first opportunity to hear deep dive about what those themes are and what are the challenges. Why are those challenges existing? What can you do to change it? So that's going to be your first exposure to the challenges in detail. You're going to have some fun this evening, and one of the citizens a key citizen of Nasik, Ajay Boda, is going to host us at his farmhouse, so a big hand for him. I'm not sure who's here. Is he here, Ajay? Okay, there he is, at the back. Thank you. So we're going to have some good time there and get to know each other more at the social gathering today evening. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have some more sessions, but these sessions are going to be more specific, which would be oriented towards learning and sharing, right? So today's sessions are about vision setting. Today's session is about inspiring and hearing from the key people of the administration, Kumbhathon, MIT. Tomorrow would be some learning and sharing, so that you can keep that in your back of your mind when you're going through this whole initiative. We are now then going to move on to prepare for the whole field trip. You all are going to participate being right there in the field. So what are some of the design techniques that you can use to make the most of that field trip is something that you would carry on. And that's how that day will end. We look forward at the end of each day, I think with the help of your mentors, it will be very important for you all to reflect back on how did the day go, what are some of the things that worked, did not work, what you find interesting, what you don't find interesting. So it's all extremely important that you do that. We then move further from the explore stage, where you will actually be involved in defining the challenge and you will bring it back to us. And say, based on your field trip, based on your discussion with your peers, how are you refining the challenges, right? And that helps us to create a next baseline for the challenges. Then comes the whole opportunity to start thinking about the solution. And as I shared earlier, you will, along with the mentors, start thinking of what solution is going to solve the challenge. And you will iterate that a couple of times within your group, possibly across your groups, and present again to a panel as to what solution you are proposing for the challenge. We are going to then subsequently, it will just go up. Yeah. So you again present the merged solutions to the panelists who will give you feedback. And then very important, what will occur again is we're going to get the same stakeholders back that you met during the field visit. You're going to play your solutions to them. And that gives an opportunity for you to validate what the solution and what their feedback is. You again iterate based on the feedback to arrive at your final solution before the end of day 7. Okay, and that basically would be an exit point from this workshop where we would have a clear set of challenges and at least your first cut view of what these solutions would look like. So that in a sense is the whole flow and how we have structured it. As I said, this would undergo changes as we hear your feedback during the course of the week, and we'll keep you updated on the changes that will occur. So I hope you all find this a very exciting journey that we are beginning here today, and look forward to seeing many of you at the Innovation Center, either starting 1st of March or 1st of June, depending on some of your personal commitments related to the academic cycle that you are in. So thank you all and have a great week.